A day in the life of the Widgy is one full of pain. A day in the life of Widgy is definitely not mundane. A day in the life of Widgy. Just go and freaking crash already. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Piss right off, buddy. Alright, let's go. One of the best parts about doing this on recording and having the game audio muted, I get to substitute my own so I can still have a soundtrack while I race. And no, I'm not going to be linking that if anyone's curious. But you can't, I can't play racing games without music. I just can't. Sorry. I'm sorry. Is that what that? I'm sorry. What happened to me? Like, you wouldn't sit here and think that I was the, you know, at one time the best ranked in the world on this. You really wouldn't think that from watching this, but to be fair, that was over a decade ago, and I don't play this game religiously anymore. I hate it! I hate it here! Alright, let's go. Or not. Alright. Oh, I hate it here! Oh, it also sucks that this is one of my favorite games of all time, but EA being who they are now, will I get a new one? Will we get a new one? If anyone watches this. Probably not, because they moved Criterion to work on Need for Speed. Even though Burnout didn't sell poorly, heck, I'd get Burnout Paradise Remastered if the PC port wasn't absolute crap. And I don't feel like having to patch and, you know, edit the game just to make it playable. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Burnout Paradise, but I'm totally cool playing the functional version on PS3 than actually having to go through all that headache. I'm also not a... Well, no, I don't stick your foot in your mouth on that one, Chief. Oh, for the love of... Okay, so I don't know if y'all could tell, but I'm doing a lot of fishtailing. Part of the reason why is because of the fact of every time you turn too hard in this vehicle, the back end breaks loose. Making this one of the hardest to control vehicles in the game, and it's not even one of the fastest, so... You know, when you went online, no one ever used this because there's no need to. It's just not good. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a good novelty for what it is, but, like, you don't... Like, you don't in this. So the fact that you've got to do a time trial in it is just what's making this all so bad. And I really hope that this isn't going to be what the footage consists of. But, I mean, this is part of the Burnout experience. Pain, misery, trial and error, driving around a frickin' hot rod to the, you know, metropolitan streets like you own the place. You know, the traditional driving experience for someone who owns an old-fashioned hot rod. Oh, I hate it here! How are we not dead? Don't care. Don't care. We take those. We take those. Oh my god. No. No, no, no. No. No, no. 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 Subtle. Subtle move. Subtle move. Subtle movement. Subtle move. Woo. 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 Hee hee hee. Woo. Ah! No. No. No, that's the wrong way. That's that. Oh, that's not the way to go. Oh. No. No. We're alive! Yes! Woohoo! Woohoo! Woo! Yeah! Ah, okay, so we go from driving one of the worst cars in the game to one of the best. Oh, this car brings back memories. So this is a series I'm very well acquainted with because, again, like, I was playing... I don't know how I got into this game. I think my dad just brought it home one day, or I was playing it at a friend's house. I forget, but all I remember. This wasn't the very first like racing game I got into from EA. Believe it or not, though. That was NASCAR 2005 Chase for the Cup, where I was actually a part of a team that had names based on variations of Mark Martin's. My name was actually Mark 9B Martin on EA servers for a long time. I've long since dropped that moniker since I, you know, was not part of the team anymore, but like, that was just kind of how things were. This was back when, like, the concept of broadband internet and, you know, playing games online on your consoles were still a new concept. Back when, you know, you got lucky to get a headset that had, it was a headset like you'd see in, like, those old, like, Office movies that's just got the one earpiece and, the microphone on it. You'd be lucky to get one of those, especially if you were on console, because the idea of a USB headset was still very much a foreign concept. But, yeah, I would have that on. It was from Logitech. And, yeah, we'd meet up and race, on there a couple times. And, let's just say it, the game didn't handle it well, because you're talking about, like, 20, sometimes, you know, upwards of, like, 10 or 20 people racing at a singular time. But, okay, dumpster. I didn't know you could hit those, but alright. But yeah, no, that's where I got my origins in the EA online racing scene for a while. And somewhere down the road, I got my hands on Burnout 3. And probably by getting halfway through the game, I went online because I was like, okay, cool. I don't think I'm bad at this. Let me try. And also, current footage notwithstanding, don't even. Like, you'd think I wouldn't know my ass from a hole in the ground watching me play now, but, yeah, so I first got online with, Burnout 3, and, I remember I got in a lobby with this one girl because I kept talking to her, and I couldn't win a race. It was a group of us, sure, but, like, me and her, like, I don't know if it was, you know, banter or rivalry or what, because I was just a teenager back then. It wasn't us, like, me cussing her out or anything, but I was just, like, me getting frustrated over the fact that I was taking loss after loss when I kept thinking I was still... Well, come to find out that, like, it's just because I didn't have the cars to keep up, but, I was so upset about the fact that I kept taking those losses that I made her a promise, and that was I would complete the game, get better, and I would challenge her again. So I did just that. I came in, so I came in and I would just I finished the game, unlocked this car and the circuit racer, and we would go back and forth. not us, not me and her, but like, I joined random online lobbies and I would race them. And, you know, sometimes I'd win, like, sometimes I'd lose, but as time went on, I started to take more, you know, wins and losses. And because they had this silly arbitrary ranking system, you know, based on how well you did or how you won or whatnot, or how well you placed, I just kept getting more and more and more points until next thing I know, I'm sitting at the top of the leaderboards. And, you know, it got to a point where people were just like, oh, hey, you're that guy. And I'm like, no. Don't worry about just here to race. Because in my mind, the only thing I wanted to do when I competed or played this game online was I wanted to be, I wanted my rematch. I wanted to find that girl again. I wanted to race her, and I wanted to beat her. And this is before the days of, like, Discord and, like, decent messaging apps and stuff as well, so, like, it wasn't, like, all that easy to run into someone again. The chances of seeing someone again, once you end up running into them online were relatively slim. But I kept the hope in my heart that one day I'd see her again, just so I could have my revenge or, you know, keep that rivalry going. But that day never came. And over time, like, I kind of gave up hope that I would actually see her again. So I stopped playing. And next thing you know, EA took down the PS2 online servers as the PS3 was released. And you know, I doubt she remembers. Hell, I mean, it was such a random encounter. And so, like, minuscule when you think about it, but, like, you know, I don't know. For everything that's happened to me in the last week alone, I guess I'll put this message in here just in case. In case she ever sees this and happens to remember the old, the person with the old moniker, Mark 9B Martin. If you ever get a chance, I would like that rematch. I still would. Because I made it my mission to beat you once upon a time, and that day never came! Yes! Ah, and this is the track, too. Sorry, so I was talking about my history with the game. It's just when I sit down and think about it, it's just like I think about how different my life would be if you know, things like esports or whatnot had been a thing back then, instead of just some arbitrary leaderboard stuff. So I'm just, when I sit down and think about it, I'm like, I would love nothing more than to, I wouldn't say go back in time, but like, if I really just would want to, I wouldn't mind practicing and trying to get back to the, you know, skill level I used to have, but I'm not that worried about it at the same time. There you go. Sorry. Woo! Get a little quiet for the intense sections. Woo, 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 woo. Ah! Get up, 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 up. How? How, though? Alright, hold on. It's time to get serious. Hopefully he won't do this more than once. Oh no! We're going to do this one once. No. Yeah, if this keeps up, there's... Yeah, no, one more crash and it's over. And I've got 50 seconds left. Yeah! Let's go! Nope, that's it. Actually, I'm kind of curious. If there was anyone out there that used to remember playing this online, like when the servers were still up, I'd like to hear from you. Because it's like I think back on those times and like, you know, I'm like, oh man, you know, again, it was hard really making friends like online and games back then, but well, if you were on console, I'm pretty sure PC gaming was different. Even though I don't really talk to anybody I PC gamed with back then either. Oh, what the fuck? Are you serious? What was that? That's some weapons grade baby bag bullshit. Alright. Oh. Get out of my way. Here, boy, come here. Come here. Yeah. Woo! Oh, not the thing. Okay. What? Why? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Hold on. Da-da-ba-da-ba. No, who's your god now? Oh! No! Yeah! Everything dies! Including me, apparently. I am here! Here I come to save the day! Die! Nope. Yeah! Let's go! Whoa. Okay. Thank you, Post. Take down invincibility! Oh, shit. No. No, I've got 20 seconds. I'm not done. I'm not done. No! No! That's another gold in the books, though, so... This is your resident Widgy signing off. Have yourselves a wonderful evening, day, whatever time this thing gets uploaded, and I will see you next time. Bye!